So you cannot sit here and ask me to take responsibility when you know that some of the charges against me before the National Assembly and the Senate was that I went to the side of the people.
Charges.
I'm a people's person.
Charges which you, through your lawyers, completely refuted.
That's what I'm saying. I said, like, we were told to go and supervise the demolition of homes along Nairobi River. And I said, no. And I said that is not insubordination, that is doing the right thing. Because, one, a government should not have war, be at war with the citizens. We had made a commitment as the Kenya Kwanza administration that if we are elected to office, we will not have brutal evictions and inhuman relocation of citizens. And here I'm being told to do it. And I say, no, I will not do it. And I was defending that charge to say what I did is the right thing, because even if you look at the UN Charter, there are certain ways how you relocate people. So I have gotten where I am today because in many instances, I refuse to betray the people of Kenya.
Fair enough.
I refuse to betray the people of Kenya. And what is not right, I said it's not right. And where people had a big problem with a program, I will tell Mr. President, the people have a problem with this
Fair
program.
enough. You have mentioned that the crux of the matter, and I'm sorry for taking you back, but it's really important that you bring it out. The crux of the matter on SHA is 104 billion shillings that was being used for the system. What do Kenyans need to know about this?
Kenyans need to speak out.
They need to speak out about something they know
104 billion shillings, Karanja. It's not 104 shillings. It's serious money. And experts have told me that it was possible to improve the existing system that was in NHIF at a cost of between 7 to 800 million. Here we are spending over 100 billion. And from where I sit, when I look at the whole rush of this SHA shift thing, it is because of this 104 billion. That is where the issue is.
And because in this you were in cabinet, who was tasked in handling this? Who was tasked?
The Ministry of Health. Again, the president works here as a team of economic advisors who do most of the work with him before things can come to cabinet. This is where all these details were worked out. And you have heard that even people in that Economic Advisory Council, their spouses are involved in that system. There is clearly a conflict of interest, and the whole thing is not straight. And that is why Kenyans are agitated. Why would you want to spend 104 billion shillings on a system that is not necessary? It was quite okay to improve the existing one, between 7 to 800 million to do the same purpose. So you can see some people somewhere are conflicted. And that is why the rush, because for this 104 billion to come out, the thing needs to be rushed.
Who are the platform providers on SHA? Because I have seen documents from the Ministry of Health that indicate that for every amount that SHA will be paying for each procedure done or for each service offered, some amount will be heading or directed to a platform provider.
I think 25% or something like that.
Who are these platform providers?
No, I was not involved. Nobody involved regarding Gachagua. I was not involved in the procurement. I was not involved in the conceptualization of this SHA thing. I was just there. And that's why I'm saying many times I was being told, President said that I failed to defend. He said when he was unveiling his deputy, he accused me of having left him alone to defend government programs and failed to support him to defend government programs. But how do I defend things I don't know, Karanja? I can't go to defend that SHA thing. The use of 104 billion, I would be out of my mind to come to television to support something that, in my view, is ridiculous, and which from every perspective is pure theft of public funds. I cannot defend such things. I was being told to defend Adani. You know, I said one day I was in a funeral somewhere in Trans Nzoia, and I think the senator for Kisii, Richard Onyonka, came very hard on government because of Adani. And I was the last to speak, and I said nothing about the issue. So one of people around the president called me and really abused me, that government was being attacked and you did not defend. How do I defend theft? I cannot defend corruption. I am a man of integrity. And much as probably the president says that I did not defend government programs, he is right to a certain extent. I defended the ones that were above board. Anything, I did the alcohol program, I worked on it. Registration of farmers for fertilizer program, I defended, I worked on it to the last day. Coffee reforms, I defended. Tea reforms, I defended. Anything that was above board, that was in public interest, I defended. But issues of corruption, issues of theft of public funds, I could not go and defend. And he must forgive me. I asked President William Ruto to forgive me. I'm sorry, my former boss. Adani, I could not help you to defend. Shah, I could not afford. I could not help you to defend. If the deputy you have picked can defend theft and corruption, let him go ahead. Because he is not elected, he is your person. So he's answerable to you. But me, I was elected. I have the mandate of the people, and therefore I'm answerable to some people. So I could not go and defend something that is anti-people because I'm elected by the people. You know that this is where the difference between me and the current deputy president is. He is an appointee of President William Ruto. He must defend religiously anything the president says and wants because that is his employee. I was not an employee of President William Ruto. I was an employee of the people of Kenya. It was therefore right for me to fail to defend anything that is anti-people.
All right, Your Excellency, 2 weeks ago, or less than 2 weeks ago, President William Ruto made an address to the National Assembly and the Senate about the state of the nation, and he was giving progress about where the country is. This progress was for a period in which you served as Deputy President. What is your honest view of what the state of our nation is today?
Well, the President spoke about the fertilizer program, which admittedly is a success. And I took part. I worked with it with the President. And in fact, one day, a minister came and presented to the President a bill of about 1.8 billion to distribute fertilizer. And I happened to be there, and I told the President, this is theft. You know, he was saying, for us to distribute fertilizer in Kenya, we need to hire a firm to ensure that the fertilizer reaches the farmers. And he was giving like 300 shillings per bag. So we calculated with the President, and the bill would have been like 1.8 billion. And I did suggest to the President that we could register farmers using the officers of the National Government Administration. And he was agreeable. And he asked me to oversee the exercise, which I did successfully. And within 2-3 weeks, we had registered 5 million farmers. And that program is very, very successful. Again, the issue of the strengthening of the Kenyan shilling, that again is successful. Again, the employment of the teachers, 52,000 teachers, give credit where you do, that is true. But there are issues he talked about. The economy has improved. There is growth.